Hashtag Boycott Hoyoverse. How is it doing right now? Alright, everybody wants to know. Who is winning? Who is losing? Alright, we are here to find out. Because every single day, when we go to Twitter, everybody's favorite website, people don't know. Alright, people don't know who is winning and who is losing. Where did heroes from hashtag Boycott Hoyoverse go to with their absolutely massive pressure against MiHoYo? Alright? Almost like it's all attention-seeking virtue signaling, and the people who are making a scene about it either never played Hoyoverse games to start with, or they can't stop. Alright, so let's look at this article, alright? This article will explain it all. So Hoyoverse boycott completely fails as Zenless Zone Zero makes nearly 100 million in July, and Hoyoverse revenues increases by nearly 10%. 10% increase, guys. What do you guys think? Hoyoverse intentionally create drama to reduce Genshin revenue, and it becomes ZZZ revenue. Damn. The ongoing boycott of Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, and Zenless Zone Zero, developer Hoyoverse has completely failed, as ZZZ raked in nearly 100 million. To be fair, the 100 million is most like 60, I would say 60 to 70% is from China, right? It's from CN region. Now again, it's way more than 100 million, alright? This is, I think like, we are just looking at the Sensor Tower revenue. If you count PC revenue and PlayStation or whatever, I'm pretty sure it's way more, right? But of course, you can't really track those numbers, so this is what we have, and I get it, right? The boycotters via change.org petition accuse Hoyoverse of cultural appropriation and whitewashing. So the petition right now has currently over 104,000 signatures, states, "We call on MiHoYo to stop cultural appropriation and whitewashing in their games and to commit to respectful and accurate representation of all cultures." Okay, how is the petition going, guys? How is it going right now? 104,000. Guys, the next goal, 150. Guys, let's go. 150,000. Yo, look at this. 162 people signed today. You gotta reach there before Netherlands comes out, guys. Or else there's no point. Right? You gotta make sure that you reach there. I've been playing Genshin even more since boycott. Really? PC and PS5 sales? And third party? Yeah, I'm sure there are some third party and all, but you can't really... That's just 0.01%. Probably right. You're probably true. It continues. MiHoYo, a leading culture, okay, has repeatedly taken inspiration from indigenous cultures without proper representation and respect. In particular, the many characters from Sumeru and Netland in Genshin Impact and from Penacony in Honkai Star Rail are all clearly white or only lightly tan at best, with the exception of NPCs, which has sparked concerns of racism amongst players and indigenous communities. Genshin, racism. Alright? Never let people tell you that Genshin is not racist. Next, it declares cultural appropriation and whitewashing perpetuate harmful stereotypes and diminish the rich cultural heritage of indigenous communities. These practices not only misrepresent cultures but also contribute to the ongoing marginalization and disrespect. Damn. Look at this. All of these are white. Dan Heng, white. Qing Cui, white. Bai Lu, white lolly. Ting Yan, she's dead but she's white. So that's the problem, right? That's the problem here. I need to support Hoyo so they know how to ignore the woke nonsense. But it's not fair though. It then issues a list of demands. MiHoYo to engage with indigenous cultural consultants. Revise existing content to ensure accurate representation. Commit to creating diverse and inclusive characters. Okay? Very true. People just need to complain about something. Is there signature on Assassin's Creed Shadow with real Japanese culture? I'm not sure if there is or not. On top of this petition, there's a new Twitter X account called Hoyoverse Boycott that declares it safe to say that we have all had enough of the erasure of our cultures and identities. Today, I introduce you all to Boycott Hoyoverse. So this is the official. Minorities deserve to be seen, not erased. Don't leave things as they are. Wow. This is truly insane, alright? I think this is like the craziest stuff ever. Surprisingly, yeah, this account is actually active, right? Boycott Hoyoverse is actually active. As you guys are seeing right now, it is as active as it gets. The account adds there has been a distinct lack of darker skin tones represented in the game. Characters from these cultures are actively being heavily referenced, but are being whitewashed. This is especially noticeable and ever-present in not only Sumeru and Netland, but also in other nations. These practices not only misrepresent said cultures, but also contribute to the ongoing marginalization and disrespect, the perpetuating colorism further in the media, causing even more harm than good to communities and groups of individuals who are a part of them. Okay, there's been a distinct lack of darker skin tones represented in the game. Characters from these cultures are actively being heavily referenced, but are being whitewashed. Wow. A number of voice actors has also joined the boycotters. Yo! Let's go! Voice actors joining the boycotters. Okay, Anne Yetko, who voices Raiden Shogun. I hope that a video game company listens to its fanbase when valid criticism is made multiple years in a row about the execution of its research and inclusion of elements or aspects of other cultures. 580k views. Okay, Albedo voice actor Koi Dao also shared on X. If a game draws so heavily from real-world cultures and bases a character on the supreme deity of Yoruba religion, and that character ends up looking like a pale Sasuke Batman, people are absolutely within their rights to demand better representation, especially when the game has a clearly stated commitment to a global audience. I heard y'all keep making your voices heard, and I hope they listen. Wow, these voice actors are here to boycott against their boss. They work for Hoyoverse, but they want to boycott their own their own company that they work for. Let's see how it goes, alright? We'll see how it goes. So I feel like these people, they are just virtue signaling. They are not here to... If this guy truly wants to boycott, he should quit working for them. He shouldn't work for Hoyoverse then. Why is he still working for Hoyoverse? Same goes for this person, right? Ane Yatko, all of these voice actors. I'm okay if you want to boycott, but why are you still working for them, right? You're still getting money from them. That's a bit weird, right? Like you're getting money from them, but yet you want to boycott them. Like it doesn't make sense. Like you should boycott them by, you know, just quitting the job entirely. I feel like the boycott and these voice actors' complaint appear to have little to no effect at all on Hoyoverse's revenue. Okay, according to Gacha revenue, ZZZ raked in 68 million from Chinese players and 31 from global players. Alright, almost a total of 100. And Honkai Star Rail 21 and 19.3 from China, total of 40.3. Now that is down from June, where the game raked in 35 and 60 in China, total 95.5 million. Okay, as for Genshin, it grossed 19.3 and 18 million globally. Yeah, you can see in China alone, it still earns more than global. Doesn't matter how big global is, like if you talk about every single country combined, China is still earning more. That's down from June, where it grossed 38.5 in China and 29 for global. Honkai Star Rail and Genshin decreased, ZZZ made up for it. Combined HSR, Genshin Impact saw their revenues decline. However, as noted, ZZZ raked in 99.8. Between Genshin, Honkai Star Rail, Hoyoverse grossed 163 million in June. In July, it grossed about 177.4. So that's about 8.8% increase in revenue. Okay, pretty interesting. What do you make of Hoyoverse's monthly revenues continue to increase by significant percentages despite some players claiming to boycott? This is hardly a win since the money is funding the CCP. The only silver lining is proving that the Wookiees don't have the power to drive a big boycott. How ironic. Tencent or CCP actually tried to buy MiHoYo way back in 2020, but was rejected because MiHoYo was very firm in its decision to remain a private company. Most of the people boycotting don't even play the game. Surprise Pikachu fix. They are not working for Hoyo, they contracted by VA companies. Yeah, but they are indirectly working for them though. The voice is literally in the game, right? If they really want to boycott, they should try to remove themselves, like how the most VA actually removed himself, right? He actually said, "Oh, I'm going to quit and no longer be a voice actor for the Hoyoverse, for Honkai Star Rail specifically." There's currently a Screen Actors Guild strike going for over AI. I heard of that, right? But that one is, I heard not everyone is affected. It's only the big one, is it? like the big major VA firms or something. Like some might not be affected. But yeah, I feel like the boycott doesn't make sense. But you know what? We'll see. We'll see if it continues to... For now, it doesn't seem to be doing anything, right? It doesn't seem to see the effect. I think it's when Netherlands comes out, we'll see the full effect. Will this boycott actually work? You know? When Netherlands comes out, we'll see whether it succeed or fail.